So, process, I gave the introduction, I want to believe you appreciate who a sole trader is and what the final account of a sole trader are. If there are questions, please ask. Let me clear any doubt or any confusion before we move on. Aseda, Austin, Josephine, and Augustine, any problem? Okay. Silence means agreement. Okay, great. So let's move on. So we've seen this three account of a sole trader, but I'm also giving you a hint that you have to look at the other sole proprietors who are not sole traders simply because they are dealing with service production. And I give example like the Momo vendor, a barbering shop, all these food services, right? All those businesses that are owned by an individual are sole proprietorship business, but not necessarily sole traders because they don't um, buy and sell tangible commodities or merchandise, right? Okay, so for sole traders, we can look at those who deal with, car dealers. Um, I think I've mentioned tomato sellers, but we can talk of all the food stuff sellers, right? Bookshop, those who are into buying and selling of books, right? So that is it about it. Now let's dig in with these accounts. So three of them: trading, profit and loss, and balance sheets. Now each of them has a reason for its preparation, or there is a purpose. There is a purpose for preparing each of these final accounts. Of Portia, would you tell us what the purpose is for preparing a trading account? I'm going to
Debbie,
work.
she's not.
Oh, she's not here. Thank you. Okay, so let's, but any of you with an idea as to what this trading account, why do we prepare trading account? Why? Anyway, the answer is simple and obvious. Okay, Portia is here. She wants to have a bite. Portia, let's hear you.
Say, these the trading account is prepared to find the gross profit. No, yeah, the gross profit.
Okay. So make it, you see, when you go to the market and you tell the woman, I want to find your gross profit, she will ask you, what is that gross profit you are talking about? So in simple terms, what is gross profit? Or how would you explain it to the market woman?
Don't know.
Okay, so yes, Portia is right about the fact that a trading account is prepared to determine gross profit or gross loss. Please always add this in your definition. Is prepared to determine gross profit or gross loss. Now, the question I just asked Portia, what is that gross profit or gross loss? My dear professors, what it simply means is that you have bought goods and you have sold them. How much sales revenue did you make? And how much cost did you have to incur to be able to sell to get that sales revenue? Right? So the gross profit simply means how much profit are you making from buying and selling the goods only? So gross profit can also be referred to as a trading profit, the profit from your buying and selling only. So you could tell the market woman that, mommy, I'm here to let you know how much you are making as profits from buying and selling the tomatoes. Just that. I don't know if I'm making sense. Please, any confusion about what I just said? So you can explain to the woman that, Mommy, I just want to find how much you have made from just buying and selling tomatoes. Yeah, Bright is having a problem. Bright, where is the confusion? Where don't you understand? So I can hit there more. The gross profit. Okay. So if you go to the market, you see a lot of women. It's either they are selling fish or some foodstuffs like cassava, whatever. So imagine you go to one of them because that person is a sole trader, right? An individual who is buying and selling a particular commodity or goods or merchandise, right? If you go to the person and you say, "Oh, I want to prepare your final account," that person will say, "What is final account?" You break it down and say, "Okay, I want to prepare your trading account, your profit and loss account, and your balance sheet." And you say, what are you are still talking plenty English. You now pick and say the trading account is going to only track the profit or loss you are making from buying and selling of that particular product or goods or merchandise. So if you go to a tomato seller and you are preparing the trading account, the focus will be on only what she is making as profit or loss from just the tomatoes. Now, let me add the point that you see some people sell tomatoes, but they do other things which brings in more income into the business. For example, a tomato seller can invest in treasury bills. Okay, using some of the money from her tomato business, right? Can invest in treasury bills. The person can probably, prepare stews for people from because she has tomatoes and all she needs is onion and pepper to prepare stew for others. So she can be doing other things. We call them, I think you people refer to it as side hustle. Okay, and side hustle is the other things apart from your main course of action. Okay, so the trading account will only focus on your main hustle, which is the buying and selling of the goods. Okay, now let me add the profit and loss. Maybe then it will make you understand better. So the profit and loss, right? That one looks at your net profit or net loss. What does that mean? That account would first pick how much you are making from buying and selling that specific good and look at all the other side hustles you are doing, which is bringing you income. So again, let me pick the tomato seller. The trading account will only look at how much the seller is getting from just buying and selling the tomatoes. Okay, but the profit and loss account will pick what you are dealing with selling and buying and selling the tomatoes and add on all other things you are doing to generate income, like maybe investing in the treasury bill or preparing stews for people at a commission, etc. I don't know if it makes sense now, right? All right, let me hear you. Am I making sense now? Okay, I see thumbs up. Okay,
Yes.
good. So let me use a car dealer. If you go to a car dealer's business and you are preparing the trading account will only look at the profit or loss the car dealer is making from buying and selling the car. But you know that some car dealers also do rentals. They give it out for rentals. If you have a program or whatever, you can go and do. Some sell spare parts, right? Now, the spare parts and the rentals they do, that is not the main course of their business. Their main course of trading or business is to buy a car and sell it. So the trading account will only look at that. But the profit and loss account will look at both what you are getting from buying and selling the car, plus all other activities like investment, rentals, or the spare parts bits there. Okay, so that is the concept for a trading account and the profit and loss account. That is why specifically the trading account is prepared to determine gross profit or gross loss. What that means is that it's only the profit or loss you are making from buying and selling. And you remember in GHS that you were calculating profit to be equal to selling price minus what? Cost price. It is the same idea when you are dealing with the trading account. Just that the selling price here would be referred to as your net sales revenue. Your net sales revenue. And the cost price will be referred to as what? Cost of sales. So it's the same idea when you engage as calculating profit, just that we are introducing new terms. So what you know to be your selling price is now net sales revenue. And what you knew to be cost price is now cost of sales. Please, are we clear on that? Then maybe we can move on to looking at what net sales revenue is and what cost of sales is. Any question? Please ask me a question, or if you are confused, talk. Okay, let me pause here and do some few highlights. So, we just started discussing the final account of a sole trader. It was necessary for us to understand the difference between a sole proprietor and a sole trader. A sole proprietor is an individual who is doing business. So the business can be a trading business, a buying and selling business, or it can be a service rendering business. Okay, so the focus here is on those who are doing the trading, buying and selling, right, of goods or merchandise. That's the sole traders. We are saying that they have three final accounts. The first one is a trading account. The second is the profit and loss. The third is the balance sheet. We have picked the trading account and we are saying this account is prepared. The main reason why we prepare this account is to determine gross profit or gross loss. So when you are asked what is a trading account or state the purpose of preparing a trading account, you simply say it is prepared to determine gross profit or gross loss. But if you want to explain further, then what that means is that it is prepared to determine the profit or loss the trader is making from buying and selling of goods only, without looking at other activities the trader is involved in, as I mentioned, like investment, rentals, whatever. Those things will now be captured in the profit and loss account. I just ended by saying that that gross profit or gross loss is what you were calculating in GHS. Selling price minus cost price. Just that now, selling price is net sales revenue and cost price is cost of sales. Professors, I think I'll pause here. Our time is up, 2 minutes to time. You have to prepare for the other class. If there are any questions, 2 minutes. Let me hear the questions. But I hope you have noted the major highlights I have just summarized. No question? Okay, so a mechanic business is a sole trader. True or false? Portia.
True, sir.
True. Okay. I think I'll get from each and every one of you. So Portia says true. A mechanic. I think you know a mechanic, right? So a mechanic who is set up a business, is that a sole trader? True or false? Let me see. Somebody has typed in the chat. Augustine says false. Bright says false. Wow. So we have true and we have false. Please, let's defend. I want to hear from Aseda. Aseda, is it true or false? Austin says false. Okay. Aseda. Okay, I think he's typed. Yeah. Asida says false. So Portia is standing alone. No? Portia, would you want to change your mind? So Portia is
Say,
asking why false. So yes, who is going to explain to her? Yeah, Portia, you want to explain to your own self? Let's hear you and wrap up.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I'm saying true is because an individual can start this mechanic work and employ people to come work for him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So I think Portia is confused. I have to Bright. Let's hear from Bright.
When you started, you said something that we have sole proprietor and you have the sole trader. And you
Yes.
said the sole proprietor render services, which makes it different from the sole trader. The sole trader sells and buys.
Bright started well, but he has added some Chelsea gymnastics. Bright, I indicated that we have a sole proprietor and we have a sole trader. And I even made the statement that all sole traders are sole proprietors, but all sole proprietors are not sole traders. So I stated that a sole proprietor is an individual who is doing business. That person can be a trader or can render service. Okay, so the sole proprietor is a bigger, let me say, it's the universal set. So under a sole proprietor, you have a sole trader or you have a sole service render. Maybe I should put it that way. Okay, now the traders are those who deal in tangible things, right? And then the service renders, they provide services. Okay, so Bright, that is the correction for you there, right? Is that okay?
Okay.
Uh-huh. So Portia, come again.
To say a mechanic is a sole proprietor, not a sole trader.
Yes, it's a sole proprietor who is rendering services but cannot be referred to as a sole trader. So the answer is false. And I think you are clear now, right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So all the sole proprietors who are rendering services cannot be referred to as sole traders. But all sole proprietors who are buying and selling goods or merchandise, tangible items, we can refer to them as sole traders. And I think the confusion is off now, right? Uh-huh. Okay. So thank you very much. Augustine, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Sir, please, can they be put at the same time?
Can they what?
Like someone be put at the same time, like someone offering services and someone at the same time offering goods and
Yes,
anything.
yes. But you see, when you are registering your business, you are expected to provide what is the main thing that you want to do, right? Yes, I understand some businesses are into rendering services and buying and selling goods at the same time. It is possible. Okay, it is possible. You can have a car dealer who is buying and selling cars, as in the trading side, and that same person offers mechanic services. But then it has to be, be in your what do you call it? Is it a business certificate, right? It should be stated that this is the object of my business. Okay. Okay, so I hope that is okay for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, professors, if there are no further questions, I think I enjoy the confusion and the discussion, but I'm always happy that you share your thoughts and you don't keep it to yourself. Thank you very much, professors. If there are no further questions, I think I'll release you so you prep for your next class. It's always nice to hear from you. I think I'll put some small exercise on the accounting page for you. BM already you are owing me. Let me add accounting to somebody is typing. What is the best? Somebody is crying. Bright says, hey, Bright, sorry, make I worry you small. Okay, so professors, have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your classes. Take very good care of yourselves. I'll see you, God willing, Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, in fact, I said that, forgive me, in our next class, you do the introduction, okay? Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.